When you're out and about and you're driving and you see a Tesla out in the street, usually your eyes stay glued to the Tesla and you think to yourself, that's a pretty awesome car. Or you could be at home watching the new ad for the new 2021 Tesla Model S and you think to yourself, that's a really, really good looking car. Well, most likely you guys drive gasoline powered cars as well as myself. And usually, when we drive those cars, we don't really realize a lot of things that can impact the environment and ourselves. I am going to talk about why driving electronic is better for three major reasons: the costs, the convenience, and the impact that it has on the environment. Now, it's no secret driving electronic is cheaper. For example, maintenance. On a lot of those cars, you don't have to pay oil changes, transmission fuels, spark plugs. Whereas in a car that has a battery, no engine, you don't spend that money. Um, and then one article written by Daniel Klein on thefool.com states that the average American spends $1,989 a year on just the maintenance alone, and that doesn't include gasoline or anything like that. Whereas you save $800 driving electric. Now, this may differ because there's a lot of Uber drivers, DoorDash drivers who drive way more than the average American, so that cost can triple. And according to EVcharging.com, a gasoline car comes out at $9.83 per 100 miles driven, whereas an electric car is $5.27 per 100 miles driven. So it comes to show how much less electricity is when put side by side with gas. It is a $4.56 difference. Now, aside from the costs, what can really help having an electronic car is the convenience it has. For example, you have different privileges driving electronic. For example, how many times do you notice you're at the mall and there's these stations for electronic cars? Now, did you know that the charging is free? And usually the parking is better than all the other cars, so you have that at your disposal. And recently, Tesla allowed Netflix to be played in cars while parked only. So how many times have you been on that date and you had to hold that phone like to watch a movie? Now you can just play whatever you want on the Tesla, and now you can also play some video games, which that's also pretty nice. Um, and now the real issue at hand, it is in the environment. It's no secret that driving gasoline cars is really harmful for the environment. We can tell right now it's really warm in the middle of fall. That makes no sense. But according to the U.S. Department of Energy, gasoline cars produce 11,425 pounds of CO2 per car annually, whereas an electronic vehicle causes 4,091 pounds worth of CO2 per vehicle a year. Now, this all leads to a more serious issue, which is global warming. It is no secret, it is seen that, the world is just getting hotter as it is, and driving cars all around the road can really, hurt that. Now, I have spoken about why driving electric is better for many reasons. It would be the cost, the convenience, and the protection of our environment. And next time you see one of those cars on the street, you can think way more about them, and you can think twice about making your next big purchase, whether to pick a gas car